Thanks for joining us for the Member xCite presentation. The Member xCite presentation is informative, interesting to the audience, and showcases the strengths of the presenter as an entrepreneur and their area of expertise. It's not a sales pitch, it's a 10-minute educational and insightful exploration into what they do. And of course, it's exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our xCite presenter today, Adam Bude from the Authentic Sales Training Academy, to present to us on how to make more sales during a recession. With the possibility of a recession looming, the time is now for small business owners to know how they can improve their sales systems, procedures, and processes to increase their conversion rates and sales numbers, to not only survive through it, by thriving beyond it. Adam Bude is a published author, sales expert, and course creator who helps entrepreneurs, small business owners increase their sales conversion rates by up to 400% authentically, dramatically improving their bottom line without the need to waste excess time and money on excessive lead generation. Adam combines nearly 30 years of commission-based selling, sales management, sales training, and business ownership across multiple industries, sectors, and markets. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Adam Bude.
Today's presentation is on how we can make more sales through a recession. And I think it's a timely topic because there's a lot of conversation right now about the possibility of a recession coming and how do we as small business owners navigate through that. So let's get going. So firstly, I just wanted to thank you all for making the time to be here. Congratulate yourselves. I know that we all have a very, very busy schedule. So making 2 hours out of your day is a big plus to you. Just a little bit about me. I've got 29 years of sales and business experience. I have literally sold millions of dollars of products and services throughout my career. I've done face-to-face sales. I've done telephone sales. I've done online selling. I've sold on stage. I've sold tangible products. I've sold intangible products and services as well, right from tier one CEO level all the way down to mum and dad consumers, business to business, business to consumer. I published a book called The Art of Authentic Selling, and this all came about a couple of years ago when the pandemic actually started. And I thought it's time to really change the way business is done, because I've come from a background of KPIs and closing deals, being a commission-only salesperson, to a complete 360 about it's not about KPIs and it's not about closing deals. It's 100% about being of service. From there, I've created my academy, which has got courses and coaching and so forth that comes with that as well. So why I do what I do, I want to change the way sales and business is done. Old school selling sucks. I can't stand it. And I think that's the reason why most small business owners don't like doing it. I want to help small business owners reap the rewards of business ownership. Why do we go into business to begin with? It's obviously to create ourselves more time, more money, and more freedom. And unfortunately, most small business owners have none of those things. And most importantly, I want to make a positive difference to the lives of the people who we serve. And that is what business is all about. So today's number one topic, how to create more sales in a recession. So the first thing is a 7-step strategy here that I have formulated, and we'll go through one at a time. Number one is to invest in sales training. Now, this might sound like a really dumb thing for me to say, but the reality is, when I talk to 10 business owners, I know that only 2 out of 10 business owners have actually invested any money and any time in educating themselves on how to sell. Okay, sales is something that it's the lifeline of every business. And ironically, it's the only thing that most business owners don't invest in. They tend to invest more into marketing, which is great. We need more leads, but the concept of making more sales is not from getting more leads. We make more sales by converting the leads that we've got and increasing our conversion rates on the conversations that we're having with people. So number one thing is, obviously, if you haven't done that, is to start looking at ways that you can do that. A couple of statistics that I pulled up, which I think would be really relevant today, is that according to Google, the cost of sales for new leads versus existing customers is astronomical. Increasing customer retention by 5% only can increase your profit margins by 25 to 95%. So when we're looking at how we can really maximize the leads that are coming into our business, when we're moving into a time of a possible recession, it's about customer retention and increased customer spend. The next thing that we really need to get clear on is I believe that the old way of marketing, the old smash and grab approach is finished. Touch points for consumers have gone through the roof. And the reason that touch points are going through the roof is because consumers have been spammed, they've been lied to, they've been misled, they've been taken advantage of by all these sleazy salespeople that are out there, and it's having a huge impact on the decisions that they're making. So if we don't have the money and the resources to put into massive marketing campaigns like these marketing agencies all tend to sign you up on, you know, 5 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand, 6 months, 12-month programs, then we need to start thinking about how do we build that trust so that people want to connect with us. A couple of more stats. Business-to-business companies who work on referral business have a 70% higher conversion rate than a cold generated lead. So this is what I'm saying. The old smash and grab approach versus referrals are very different. They're also 69% have a 69% faster closing time on the sales, and the clients are more likely to buy from you if they've been referred to you. And that's because 92% of people referred to you, they trust you. Okay, and that's a very different element to be operating from than when you're doing cold marketing and cold calling to generate business. So referral programs, think about people that you're in business with or you're not in business with that are potentially servicing the same clients as you, who you can meet and actually establish a referral partnership program with them where you can refer to them and they can refer to you. It's a very strong way to start building business if you don't have marketing budgets and if the times are tough and you're wanting to connect with the right people that will buy from you. The next step with this is taking it one step further, and you can have referral programs in place, and referral programs in place are great, but there's a difference between that and creating strategic partnerships. A strategic partnership is when you have someone who, again, is servicing the same clients as you, but you're both going fishing together. You're both looking for people that are swimming in your lane that you can both service, and you're collaborating with each other. You're advocating for each other. You're looking for ways where you can best serve the end user. When we can operate from strategic partnerships, then people are coming to us. So we've got a much higher chance of conversions. We've got a much more solid chance of customer retention, and lifelong value of that customer goes up. But then the most important part about that is that these people start to refer to us. Again, as I said before, referral business has a much higher conversion rate than non-referral business does. And most importantly, when we're establishing these partnerships and these systems with people, what does a referral lead cost you? It doesn't cost you any money. You're not outlaying thousands of dollars in trial and error, seeing what sticks in order to get leads. So your profit per sales start to go up. And this is when we're hitting our straps, because the profits that we make need to be greater in a recession. So we can sell less, but we can make more. It's working smarter instead of working harder. Yeah. When we move through the part of strategic partnerships, what's next is implementing better sales systems. Now, when I'm talking about sales systems, you'll be surprised how many people I talk to that are in business that do not even have manuals on how they operate. sales training on when they're going to be doing their recruiting, sales processes are all formulated. This is the time now where you want to get all of those manuals and everything that you've got sorted out. You want to invest in a really good CRM system. Now, the CRM system has it's got three reasons. One, if you've got a good CRM system, you can use the analytics that are in your CRM system to help you better understand more about what's going on inside of your business with the statistics that come. Two, the CRM system can help you nurture leads that are coming into your business. They're helping you build authority by continually staying in contact with your potential customers. These aren't people that have purchased from you yet, but these are people that are watching you. Have you ever been in a situation where all of a sudden you get a sale and you think, gee, where did that lead come from? And they say, oh, I've been watching you for a long time. I can see Oriel here. As an example, you might be putting out some content about whatever it is that you're doing, and someone watches that and they watch the next one and they watch the next one. They're getting more confident. They're really connecting with you more until they're ready to finally purchase something from you. So the CRM system helps you nurture them. But where most businesses fall down is that their focus has been about getting the deal and getting the deal done now, as opposed to understanding that the sale really begins after you've been paid, not before. It's a different mindset. We've got these customers and clients that are working with us. We want to work with these people for long periods of time. How much easier is it for us to get a repeat sale from someone that's already bought from us versus getting a new customer through the doors? The cost of acquisition is much lower. The profit of the sale is much higher. The retention rate keeps going longer. We're making more profit. Happy times. But the next part about that is the referrals that start to come into play. And then the last thing about systems is having automation. So if we've got our CRM system that can automate all these messages out for us, it's saving us time. Time saved is dollars earned. The next one I want to touch on in making more sales is empowering staff. Now, what tends to happen in a recession is that staff feel threatened about losing their jobs. Business owners fill themselves up with fear of not being able to pay their bills. When the business owner is operating from a space of fear, what they then tend to do is they tend to project that fear onto their staff. They're looking at ways that they can cut certain costs in business. And in many areas, those cost cuttings come from reducing staff. Oh, Kelsey, I've got 1 minute to go. So you want to do things in a way where you're empowering your staff to want to perform instead of disengaging your staff to be operating out of fear. Comes without saying that when it comes times for this, we need to reduce our costs. But reducing our costs don't necessarily mean staff. There's someone in our organization called Mark Grant. I'm sure many of you have met Mark, and he works with how to reduce your fees that you have with your merchants. Imagine saving $100,000 on merchant fees a year. So looking at your insurances, looking at where your expenditure is going, looking at all the other stuff that's going on in your business that you can cut, but you need to double down on the areas of your business for growth. And this is the difference between operating out of fear and operating from empowerment. So if we're working on our mindset daily on what we can do to think about what else we can create and how we can say in a more positive way, then we're going to have a very different impact on the people that we're serving, and more people are likely to buy from us. So that's cramming a lot into 10 minutes. I hope you guys got some great takeaways from some of those messages. And if you would like to know more, you can connect with me here.